last video of this series, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this series and also found it helpful. So guys, today what we'll be doing will be actually getting the information or getting the data back into the home page of our app. So we want to get the real data here, not the dummy data. So as you guys can see in the last video, we built this tracker, and as you guys can see, the cases have gone up now since the last video, and it has gone up by a huge margin. And also the recovery rate has decreased, so it is not a good sign. It is not that much good, and I hope you guys are safe. So guys, today in this video, what we are going to do, we are going to put the real information, the latest data up here, so that as soon as the app loads up, the user directly gets to see the latest data. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the same method which I have used in the last video, but now we will be needing the widgets. So we will be going to the widgets folder. Remember that in the previous videos we created all these folders, and we structured the projects, and also we created a file called livecounter.dart inside our widgets folder, and this was included into our main.dart. So now in here in our livecounter.dart we have the dummy data. As you guys can see, this is the dummy data. So we want to put the real information up here. So first of all, what I am going to do is I'm going to actually import. First of all, I'll be using the API. So I am going to import double dot slash services. So our API is inside the services folder, and if you guys have not followed the series, then do check the previous videos to get a complete understanding of what is going on. And if you have some doubts or some suggestions, do leave me in the comments and I'll try to follow them. So now we also need to import our the model of total count. So we build the models, that is total stats.dart, and here we have the total count, the class which we'll be using here. And so what I'm going to do, double dot slash models, then I'm going to import this total stats.dart. And after that, now we will not be needing a stateless widget. We will be needing a stateful widget. And also actually in the last video we have created a separate widget, remember, the list view widget. So today we will be basically returning a single list style, so we do not need to create such a widget. We can directly use it inside our feature builder. So what I'm going to do, using refactoring, I'm going to convert this to a stateful widget. And in the stateful widget, under the state live counter, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to overwrite. First of all, I'm going to create the service. So I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to store I'm going to store the instance in it. So it should be corona service, or maybe COVID service. So COVID service dot instance. And after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to return a feature. I'm going to include a feature. So why do I keep telling it return a feature? It is actually not return feature. It is uh, okay. So now we have to give the total count here. So total count. So the feature will be based according to a total count class inside the total stats file inside the models folder. So then we have the total count feature. And now we also have to override another method, which will be our init state. So override the init state, and the init state we will have to fetch the data or fetch our API. So not double, right? So after that, what we need to do, we need to create the fetch data method. So fetch data, yes, it is going to be same as the previous video. So we are going to create, except we are not be building a separate widget for it. So total count feature will be service dot all total count. So this is a method which we have created inside the class of our in the api.dart file. and this service we have already mentioned it here, so it is the instance of that class, and from that class instance we are actually obtaining this method, and we are storing it in here to that total count feature, and we are inside this method, the fetch data method. And now we have to call the fetch data method over here, and yes, so that's done. And now what we need to do now, we are going to return a padding. We are going to wrap this card with a padding first of all, so wrap it with a padding. And now the child would be a feature builder, so wrap with a widget, and it is going to be a feature builder. And this feature builder, actually it does not take a child, it takes builder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace it with builder, and this builder is going to take a context ctx comma snapshot, which I'm going to include. So I'm going to basically include this card part inside of this uh, builder. So it's going to return it. So yes, so return and paste it here. Okay, so yes, so now it is returning a feature builder. Now if you guys remember, then this feature builder takes a feature, so we are going to include a feature, and this feature will be the total count feature. So this one will be our feature, and as you guys know, it is actually having the class instance, that is the method from our class instance. So what I'm going to do, we are going to paste it here, and there we go, we have the total count feature. And we also have the snapshot, so we can replace, first of all we can create a new variable, and yes, so let's create it. So inside my builder again, I'm going to create a new final variable. So this one would be total count. Yes, total count. It will be according to the total count, then it will be the total count which we are going to need, and this will be set to snapshot dot data. Yes, so it is set to snapshot dot data. And yes, so now instead of this dummy information, what we can do, we can actually use our use our information, so the total count. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write here total count dot confirmed. Remember, we want the confirmed cases. And yes, so that's it, that's what we need to do. Let us save and try running it again, and we hope it works, and I hope it works. So okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to restart this app again. So I'm going back to my run, and okay, run debugging. And yes, let's see what happens. And all right, so after reloading the app, we are getting an error which says confirm to us colon null. Okay, so we need to include confirmed text. Let's save it, and let's try reloading it again. So here we are getting an error. So let us check from where it is coming. So okay, let's do a hot reload. And yes, so now we are getting a different type of error, like int is not a subtype of string. Okay, so let's use total count dot confirmed, not text confirmed, because it's a string, so we have converted it back to a string. So let's save it again. And okay, so now we have, and actually that was an our reload error. So as you guys can see, we have the total confirmed cases over here. So uh, we have the data now over here. And actually let's make it look a bit more bold. So yeah, so let's make the font size around 25, and also we need to we give a color. So not here, inside the text style. So let's give a color, and colors dot red. Okay, so let's save it, and as you guys can see, we have the confirmed number of cases, that is these are the cases. And also we have both our safety tips screen and also our tracker. So there we have the app. So we have built it successfully. So as you guys can see, So let me make this a bit bigger. So we have this number of confirmed cases, and also the latest information regarding the virus, and we also have the safety option. So guys, now it's now there can be many more modifications in this app, like we could actually make this thing look a little bit more nicer. So actually let us go to the covid card.dart. So so here we have a container, and yes, so we have a container, and we have this height colors, and also actually let's put the text in the center. So let's put it in the center. So I'm wrapping it with a center widget, and yes, so now we have the text in the center, and also let's give some style. So style and text style. So text style, and inside this text style widget, let's actually give color. So color theme uh, theme dot of context dot primary color, and let's save it. So now it's white, and let's also increase the font size. So font size let's say 30, and we can also actually we can make the sides actually we can give good border. So the border needs to is too sharp. So actually what I'm going to do, I am going to get a box decoration inside my container. So uh, maybe decoration. So in decoration I'll be applying a box decoration. Box decoration, and inside this box decoration, what I'm going to we get many options like border radius. So I'm going to set the border radius to border radius dot all, or maybe border radius dot circular border radius. So let's see, border radius dot circular, and the radius, let's put it as 10. And I think there is an error. I cannot provide the color and a decoration. So actually we can now put the color inside this decoration box decoration. So I'm just going to cut it out, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the color inside my box decoration, and let's save it. And here we go, we have our we have this thing. And actually we can also have some let's make the text a bit bolder because it is not looking good, and we can also have some shadow, or maybe we can also apply some gradient. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make the text look a little bit bolder. So font weight, and it should be font weight dot bold, and that's it. So as you guys can see, we almost have the basic features of our app ready. Now I would like to give you guys some homework. So it is not basically a homework, but you can try apply your creativity skills into this app. So you can find the source file into my GitHub repository, which I will give the link below. And from there you can actually modify this app a bit, which I want you guys to do. So there are some changes which you guys can do, and also I might also try to apply some changes and also make videos on it if in future I get the time. And so what we can do is we can add a drawer over here. So actually let's add the drawer. So I'm going back to my main.dart, and inside this main.dart actually I'm going to go to my home screen. So there I have my home screen, go with inside the screens folder, and here right inside the scaffold we can have a drawer. So drawer, and it will take a drawer widget. So yes, so as you guys can see, we now have a drawer, and we can give some add some features or some tiles to our drawer. Like we can add an about section, or we can actually give some link to the official WHO website, so that people can click there and visit the website. And there are also many things. Actually we can also improve this news feed. So I want you guys to work on the drawer, and also you guys can also work and improve this news feed, so that we can get the latest information. And as soon as we hit over here, then we can be taken to a browser or something from where we can get the latest information regarding the disease. And now here you guys can also make some more tiles, like you guys can actually add an online store so that people can buy some medical equipments, like like mask, like sanitizers and all. And you can actually give the link of some e-commerce websites so that people can visit there and can purchase it. And you guys can also improve this tracker a bit. So here we have, as you guys can see, we have the total infected, total fatalities. We can also, you guys can also create a chart, and in the chart you guys can like give using the chart widget in Flutter, you guys can create the chart, and you guys can actually plot this information and show it graphically over here so that people can get more information. And also according to your choice, you guys can modify it a bit. So these are there are a few things which I would like to do, but also this series has already been quite longer, and this is video number 6, and if I get time I'll be doing a lot more modifications to this app. And I hope you guys like this series, and also I hope you guys found this video helpful, and do try to apply the changes. And yes, this project is open source, and you guys can add features or maybe deploy it in Play Store or any other app store. So yes, do try, and do try to be creative and to help people out so that this app can be even more useful. So try to make it more useful, and I'll link the source file below in the description. And also guys, if you found this video helpful, do like it, do share it, and also do subscribe to my channel, because I'll be making more fresh Flutter projects and also some web development projects. So do subscribe to my channel, and also do join my Discord server where we will discuss about this project and about many projects. So I'll give the link below for my Discord server. And till then guys, I'll see you guys in the next project series. So see you guys in the next project.